Woo. What's up, everyone? Merry Christmas. What do I have going on right now? So around noontime, what I'm doing is scouting out a couple spots on the Truckee to see if I can't see any birds flying around in the evening, and just kind of prepare for a nice duck hunt in the morning. But hopefully I can get one in. I just heard a shotgun blast, so hopefully the ducks will fly. We'll see what happens. I'm hunting on the Truckee River right now, but stay tuned and maybe we can get some birds in. False alarm. I did hear the shotgun blast, but no birds came over here. I am hunting the Truckee River, and it's very crucial that you know laws and different things about the Truckee River. So I'm going to kind of break it down to you as simple as possible. First rule of thumb, always call the Nevada Department of Wildlife if you're unsure about a specific area you want to try to hunt, because there's a lot of private land that borders the Truckee River that you don't really want to be discharging a firearm around, as well as there's some nature conservancy spots that they own, which they've done a lot of restoration down on McCarran Ranch and stuff like that, and they do say no hunting, even though the Truckee River is a navigable waterway, which means you were legally allowed to be within the high water marks of the Truckee, whether it be fishing and hunting. So I've heard some gray areas about that, but safe rule of thumb is just call the local game warden and he'd probably be able to answer some questions. And you definitely have to be mindful of what county you're in, because the legal definition of discharge of a firearm differs between each county. So right now I'm in Washoe County, so I believe it's 1,000 feet from an occupied structure. So I'll look that up and I'll put it down below, but I believe it's 1,000 feet. I have hunted this area before and got checked by the game warden and no issues, so I kind of feel safe in this spot without getting in trouble. And right now the best route to do is kind of scout out areas, look for birds flying around, and if you want you can jump shoot the river, but it kind of makes it tough when you have two goobers that were just whining all day to try to get out of the house, so I had to bring them. But they don't really hunt, so I can't really blame them for being excited and not really know what's going on. But we're just gonna try to scout it out for tomorrow morning and see what happens, and hopefully I can get one. If I do get one tonight, I'll cook it up for dinner and we'll see what happens. Just gonna peek my head around and see what we see. Nothing but coots out here. We don't want an old-fashioned coot shoot, that's for sure. What's up, everyone? Whew. Just went on a little walk, nothing crazy, but I wanted to hike up the river and see if there was any ducks sitting on there and see if there was any other better spots, but there wasn't. So we're just gonna kind of hang out here for the rest of the day and see what kind of flies around, and hopefully this will be a good spot for in the morning. Now, all I have seen are 2 ducks flying. I have heard some other people shooting up ahead on these ponds up there, but I just don't know if you're allowed to hunt those ponds. There's a ton of shells around them, but I just want to stay safe and not run into any trouble with the game wardens or hunting where I shouldn't be hunting. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out here on the river and wait for other ducks to come in, hopefully. A couple other things to be mindful of is you got to be aware of hunters when you're out here, because I did run into 2 other hunters, and also, like I said, I heard a shot. So be careful of where you're hunting and be mindful and always beware of your surroundings, because you do not want to be in that style situation or an accident for that matter of fact. One thing that I have seen a lot of are coots, and coots are very parasitic in regards to how they lay their eggs. So they will actually go into nests of other type of waterfowl, mallards, gadwalls, other species like that, and destroy those eggs and lay their own eggs in those nests to increase their offspring. Now, if you want to shoot coots, by all means shoot those coots. They just don't taste very well, but you can use them for dog food or whatever the case may be. If you don't believe me about coots, go ahead and look it up, and they're what's called a parasitic brood species, and they will do some damage to other type of waterfowl. So they're not really good to see in regards to other species of ducks. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can get on the action a little later this evening, but also hopefully we can bring some decoys in the morning and get on those ducks first thing at sunrise. Don't forget to always pick up your trash, everyone. Even though the shells eject, just be mindful, and when you are cleaning up your area, just grab your shells real quick and throw them away at your home, or you can actually reload them. So tip of the day, clean up your trash. We're out here duck hunting. Let's see if we can get some. We'll let you know when it gets a little bit lighter. We got about 10 minutes to go. Diesel's ready to rock. Let's get after it.
Shells for how bad I'm missing.
What's up, everyone? Where I can see me a little bit better. Man, we have missed a lot of shots this morning. Should have had more in the bag. 0 ducks. But we've seen a lot of flying and having some GoPro issues this morning. I think the cold was just eating through these batteries, but we'll try to make something out of it. So please stick around. Brian's about to go jump some ducks and we'll see what happens. Huh? He's a little cold. Good morning. We're back at it again. think you can finally see it. We got the decoys set up. It's been about 15 minutes or so. Haven't seen any birds fly in, or any birds flying for that matter of fact. We're hunting ducks in Nevada. Who would have thought? Last week we had a lot of issues with the GoPro, so my footage is minimal. But a day like today really makes me feel bad about not hitting anything last week.
Another flock just coming in by that building way down there. See?
Are they coming?
Yeah, they're coming by that tree.
Oh yeah. Those are geese. I'm gonna take a shot. They were too far. Especially shooting fours at them.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
I wish my goose call was working. Huh?
Shooting a 4-shot at him.
Yeah, it's a little small for geese. Well, we gave it a shot. That's all you can do. Is try again. Only shots we got off were on some geese that were kind of far away, and then I jumped the river down below and there was some ducks sitting on it, but they saw me coming from a mile away, and that's the way it goes. If you don't think ducks are skittish, they are, especially during hunting season, so it makes it really tough to jump the river. And if you do, be mindful and crawl, use sagebrush as cover, and do your best to not be seen, because they will fly away from very far distances and they will not leave you any chance to get off a shot. Just remember, on the Truckee River, hunt within the high water mark of the actual river, use steel shot, and make sure you have your federal duck stamp. Any other advice?
Yeah, just try to get some good cover, you know. Like Mitch said, those ducks, they got eyes on them and they can see from really, really far away. Really skittish, and try to cover yourself up.
We should have brought
good shots out.
We should have brought the face paint. So I hope this video helps out. I'm sorry that there's not a lot of action, but hopefully these tips and tricks can aid you into some success on the Truckee River. Stay safe out there, everyone. We'll catch you later.